Okay, so we've got the Z-axis bearing block drawn up, and actually the Z-axis is probably the easiest of the three because we get to utilize parts we've already made. So we're going to go up to the data panel, and I want to pull in my X, insert my X bearing cover. Okay, we can close our data panel. Let's go over to the front here. Now there's really not an easy way that I've found to manipulate and move these around, but I do know you can go to point, and I can select this point here, and then this center point, like that, and that gets me pretty close. And then now I just need to move it in another 6.35 inches backwards, minus 6.35, and that, whoops, nope, that puts me flush, doesn't it? 3.35, there we go. Alright, let me move it back out 3 millimeters, and I think that'll be it. Let me check before I close it out. 3.35, how about that? There we go. Click OK. Alright, and so now we have our bearing cover. You can see that it's lined up. So our X bearing cover works for our Z as well as our X, so we'll need to make 2 of those. And then also, let's open up our data panel, and we want to right click on our spacer here, and we want to insert it into the current design. Let's see if we can manipulate it, and we'll do point to point with it as well. So I can select this point and that point, and that should get me in the right spot. That looks good. We can select OK. Alright. And last but not least, our stepper mount for our X. We can insert it into our current design. We can close our data panel. And we want to go point to point. We can select and get, there we go. Point, we can actually get this point right here. And this point right here. There we go. See how that looks? Alright, select OK. Alright, so now that we have our spacer imported, our bearing cover imported, and our stepper mount imported, one last thing we need to do. We have the holes here for our stepper mount, but we need to put the holes in our bearing block to mount the spacer. Okay, so let's go to the right side. You can see we have the holes here, and they're already threaded, but we need these holes. So get this in position here. Alright, so let's turn our spacer off. There we go. We want to go up to create hole. I want to capture the position, and I want to click on this block right here. I just need a 4mm hole, 15, that looks good. Okay, I need to move it over. Right there on that dot will be good. Click OK. Turn it. Right click, repeat hole. Okay. Right on top of that dot. Click OK. Right click, repeat hole. Alright. And one more. Repeat hole. And it kind of draws it right to the dot there. Click OK. Alright. And then last, just thread them. Hold Control. Select. Hold Control. And Control. Alright, select OK. There we have our holes for our stepper mount. You can double check it. Looks like it's lined up good. Okay. Looks good. Good. Alright. There we go. That is our Z-axis stepper mount. You can kind of see how it goes on. Now, we can relieve this right here to get our extra space if we want. We can go up another inch or so, or go all the way up if we wanted to. I think I'm just going to leave it like this. That gives me an inch. I'm not sure that I'll need to go up that high. By not notching this, it's going to take about 3/4 of an inch off of my Z height travel, but I'm not really sure how much travel I'm going to have until we get it all modified, so we'll hold off on that. This particular opening we can turn to the back if we would like to, or we can leave. I'm just probably going to leave it on one of the sides, but we can turn it to the back. So that is our Z-axis mount, and that pretty much takes care of all of our ball screw bearing and stepper motor mounts. We will need to do our ball nut mounts, but we really can't get into that until after we get the whole mill disassembled, and I don't want to do that until I get these parts machined, because I'm going to be using the mill to machine these parts. So we'll get into that after we get these parts made up. Alright, so stay tuned for the next video where we're going to start gathering our materials and machining some stepper mounts. If you have any questions or any tips for Fusion 360, please comment. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe. And most importantly, be safe.